Strider is not going to have that good of a time from a mid lane, but this is going to be a very difficult game for 1Dub.
Difficult, but also I can see the world where their team fights become, you know, they're potentially unkillable. Like if you don't catch the Pugna on the back line, Beastmaster's got auras, and then you have two hyper scaling Monkey King and Windrunner. Like these are heroes that we praised as like cores of the tournament. Like if they get online, they are going to be very scary. So that's where Falcons need to break the map, use the bat, use the Weaver and whatnot. So yeah, I'm excited. It's a good game.
If they get online.
Yeah, Dota though.
It's Dota. Let's see who gets online in this game. I know someone who's online right now. It's Pyrian. No, it's Nomad actually, and AY2000.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, indeed, I'm here with Aoi. Some viewers might be too familiar with 1W team, maybe thinking that this might be a bit of a stomp, but I want to hear from you, Aoi. You know, what's your opinions on this one?
Honestly, I think they look pretty good. They play like sort of how like OG used to play, I think, like very heavy on 5-man, and I think it can lead to them running over teams. Hopefully, like we think we're aware of this, so hopefully we don't get run over, but you know, sometimes these teams can surprise you.
Excellent. So you're very well prepared for this matchup, very well studied. What about this mid lane matchup? Were you expecting the pivot with the Wind Ranger going to mid in answer to your Batrider?
Yeah, I think we knew it was going to be like they're not going to put Monkey mid versus Batrider, unless I don't know, maybe they will, but it'd be probably pretty bad. But we think that the matchup's not too bad for Bat, and like he'll be able to like just sort of farm jungle. And I don't think like mid Wind Ranger has been looking the best as a hero. But, you know, again, you never know. So we'll see.
We'll see, indeed. All right, last for me. How do you guys deal with being in the lower bracket and the kind of blow to your confidence that might have?
30 seconds to battle.
I mean, I think we identified the things that we have been doing sort of poorly all tournament, honestly. Like, we had a couple of good talks. For our confidence, I think, like, we have a lot of history to believe in with this team. And I think it's very easy for these players to look at each other and understand that they can trust each other. So I don't think we're going in with any, like, blow to our confidence or anything.
Awesome, Aoi, thank you very, very much. And that means we can get into game number 1 with our incredible commentary duo of Odie and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Nomad. Yes, here we go. Another exciting matchup down in the lower bracket. 1W up against Team Falcons. And yeah, let's see if 1W have it in them, because on paper, Fog, this could be quite the challenge for them.
Yeah. Oh, and he's got Focus Fire. I feel like we don't even see this.
What year is it?
It's not Whirlwind. Well, he
true.
is playing mid, so that's going to be interesting how he ends up doing, because he doesn't want to be as farm heavy. He wants to be more playmaking, I'd imagine so, but you heard it from Aoi. Unsure about how this mid Wind Ranger can do it, because it's not been the best in this tournament. But let's see how these things go down, because it's kind of interesting what 1W did. It's down their style. Like, nobody's played Pugna really at all. It's only Sweden Strong who's played it. It's been some time for him as well, too, but they're looking to just play their own style, and we'll see if that does end up working with versus Falcons, which has a lot of comfort heroes. Pretty much across the board.
Absolutely, some very scary stuff coming out from Falcons. I mean, 1W, do you like the way that they kind of close things up, right? They get the Beastmaster in, and as you say, you know, have to make this adaptation with the way that they lane the Wind Ranger, the Monkey King. You know, how tough is that for them, or is this workable?
I think it's nice because it matches tempo that they're trying to do to speed the game up, and I think they're trying to find something that synergizes with that Pugna, and that's, I think, exactly what the Beast kind of can do. It's not easy by any means. I think there's going to be a lot of ifs they can get stuff out of these lanes if they can get to the scaling, because I would say Falcons has a bit of an advantage coming out of the draft, but I think it does fit what they wanted out of it. Then they can play fast, not super cooldown reliant, look to do that 5-man that Aoi was kind of talking about to just catch teams off guard. But Falcons, we heard it from him there. He was already prepared for that type of pressure.
I like a man with a little swagger.
And talk to me about the Pugna, as you mentioned, something we're not seeing first pick of the tournament. And as you say, Sweden Strong, he's done it before, not for a while.
7 months, by the way.
Yeah. And in terms of the hero and where it is at the moment right now in this patch, you know, what are the strengths, and also what are the reasons why we don't see it?
I mean, it's unexplored. That's one thing for sure. It lacks disable completely. You have literally nothing to be able to disable heroes, but you're a cool save that maybe versus a lot of these gigantic physical burst heroes could catch people off guard. We haven't seen it in some time, but I mean, I think to most people who used to see it, Jarax from the old times comes around, just how much you can actually do in a fight if you're forgotten. They're killing all of these Boar Zone. Every single time Cloud does summon one, they just pop the drinking buddies and both hit it right away.
Got to be a bit more careful with that, you know, giving away that extra bit of a bonus to the safe lane duo of Falcons.
And the other thing to point out, we did see, I mean, we've seen a variety of which facet people are taking, but Amar this time, he has gone for the damage one. He has gone down the high tide rather than going for the grog. Pretty cool. And I imagine that's probably because he's playing versus this double melee lane. Or he just wants to be able to do more damage because it's Amar. But either way, definitely cool to be able to have that versus double melee.
I'm looking at these lanes as well. I mean, where's the biggest kill potential? Who's at most threat during these early moments?
Man, top is a scary one because they've got the drinking buddies plus the bugs, right? The amount of damage you can do with double the Geminate attack, with drinking buddies, with bugs. They've already hit 3 on the Weaver, so I think that's the lane that I'm looking at where there could be a kill almost immediately. Bottom, I would say, is kind of volatile too. I think either side could look for a kill if they get a type of lane advantage.
Oh, there we go.
And Amar is saying that he loves Monkey King because, I mean, he is playing the Kunkka versus Monkey King matchup. Which,
no, and he's also saying it because he's having that bug, I think, where, you can't click on him or something.
is that what happened?
That's what people get sometimes, right? There's something about the Monkey King where targeting gets messed up at the start when you load it. But as Amar says, he loves it, so
He
don't
loves
fix
it.
it.
Hey,
A quick reconnect always fixes it.
Yeah. The Monkey King has used to traditionally be like this counter versus the Kunkka. Just I think the Snapfire is what changes how this matchup is going to go. Top.
Oh, he's in trouble. Caught in the shards here. Sweden strong. Can they bring him down? They can. Skeeter's in with the Shikuchi. And that'll be first blood for the duo up top on Falcons.
A massive XP advantage up here because of these Boar Zone. I have to be honest. Like they're both level 3 before that kill almost went out. Pretty absurd that they're able to get it just because I think they killed... I don't know. I didn't get to see. I think they
we might be able to get the stat on that.
And another one.
Sometimes we have the stat on that. We'll see if we can get a number on the Boar casualties we've had so far this game. Because we don't. Okay, we'll make up a number. There was 6 Boars.
I believe it had been at least 4 that I saw, and that's quite significant.
Has been killed.
You're already seeing Skeeter's level 4, Snaking is 3.5, Sweden Strong is 2 and change, and Cloud's 3. So yes, the kill of course makes a difference there, but it's crazy.
Weaver's going to be pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
With this start and with these early advances on the XP, it's going to make it very easy for Skeeter to go for those rotations. We saw already on the stats how crazy the amount of kills that he's been finding across the board in his games. Very active carry.
Oh, very cool from Crit. Goes for the 1-1-1 skill point so you can kill the cogs.
Indeed, and Crit, he will die, but indeed they're able to make sure they get the kill first here from Amar as he takes down Respect.
Getting kills in this lane with the Snap Kunkka is good because they're playing versus that Monkey King lane. And yeah, he goes 1-1-1. Very interesting there from Crit. Get that cog money, be able to get himself out as well. These little things do add up. Looking at mid, Chira, he's doing great as expected in this matchup. The Wind Ranger versus the Bat Rider. Doing excellent. But Aoi was talking about it also, the Malrine. You just go jungle at some point with this bat. You can catch up with the early points in Firefly.
Yeah, he's this little shredder on Crit's going to be pretty useful also against the Pugna right in the mid game. Taking out that ward.
Bottom again, Respect. Trying to get aggro onto Amar.
Amar is not afraid to stand his ground really against
him. Nice dodge from Mukushi. Dodge blast. We'll be able to get that Jingu, and that's the level 2 Jingu too. It's a very potent one.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting close to the point where Mukushi should be pretty tough to bully out of the lane, right?
He should be pretty okay down here. Until rotation, maybe we'll see something like that from Weaver, like you said. Crit.
They're going to try and go for him. Yes, a fantastic torrent, though, from Amar. Heading onto the 2 of them and making sure that they cannot continue to chase down Crit.
Nice dodges. I mean, that's like 3 or 4 times I've seen Mukushi either dodge the Tidebringer or dodge the Scatter Blast. So, keeping himself nicely sustained in this lane. Top again.
They're going for Cloud. And with the bugs upon him, he's looking pretty dead. And they may even be able to threaten Sweden Strong a little bit. Now they just throw the snowball out. Skeeter will focus his way back onto farming. Continued success here being found by Falcon's safe lane.
You know, I actually thought there was a potential chance that he was going to get the decrep at level 2. I saw that he had skilled the ward right away, and then maybe even at 3, I thought he might take it, so they can't just use the drinking buddies and the bugs to that success.
Because there's a lot of damage physical that could be stopped.
Yeah, and usually what you do see versus some of these like high potent, I mean, most of these safe laners nowadays, you're having like some type of disable as smart.
Wait, he caught him a noob. What did he do? Wait, what did Munkushi do? I don't even know.
I didn't even see.
I mean, maybe he didn't do something. That's why I got called a noob.
Maybe because he didn't dodge the Tidebringer? I don't know.
I think you're absolutely bang on it. Because he's been dodging everything else. I bet he finally didn't dodge something, so Amar gave him a little friendly banter there.
I'll keep an eye on that later.
I think you're right. Because he has, as you said, he's been mischiefing everything else.
Yep. Top again. Cloud.
Oh, that's
nice
shackle. Shackle there for Chira Jr. The power shot to follow. Oh, that's going to be Snaky taken out. Wow. There you go. I mean, Cloud needed that. He'd been having a tough time up top. Same time down bottom. They're chasing down Amar. They're just going to, just like, oh my God. A little bit of a pause. I feel like,
I mean, after he calls you a noob, you want to pause it on him, especially if you're diving him.
I wonder if Amar's going to have something to say about this one. Let's see. No.
Well, he's going down.
He's definitely
What a move. That was really cool.
Just Chira Jr. turns up out of nowhere. Shackle with the setup. And then they're able to get the 2 kills for Cloud. He really needed that because that top lane They were giving away a lot to the Weaver. Cloud's just got a huge boost back into the game.
100%. And those are some beautiful skill shots. That's the thing, too. It's the power shot down when they were kind of stunned, but the blast hits and then the axes afterwards. Ooh.
I like this. Well, we're going to get some Battle Fury action this game from Munkushi on his item build.
Oh, that is interesting. I mean, it's a much slower type of
Interesting.
style
It's
build.
fantastic, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, you love that.
This man knows what he's doing.
Bit slower, though. It definitely can be, but I guess that's the type of the game that he wants to play. He wants to be able to slow down, play super farm heavy. Interesting. I've only seen the Gleipnirs and the Echo Saber, I think, so far on the Monkey. Maybe I missed a game or two of Battle Fury at this tournament.
No, definitely in the ones we've covered. We've not seen any Battle Fury Monkey King.
I mean, that kind of fixed their lanes completely. I got to be honest with you.
That was a huge move, Top. It really did. You know, you're looking at the numbers right now. Pretty much dead even across the board.
Yep.
And if anything, maybe you're feeling a bit more comfortable for 1W.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, Cloud, he's going to be able to go back. He has some stacks to go back to. It fixed everything there. Skitter is still very, very high level, of course, because of all these board kills. But he's same net with as that Monkey King, who has that nice matchup versus.
Both teams calm things down a little bit now. No need to push for kills. 1W after making that play top. They're happy with the fact that they've sort of leveled the playing ground.
Yeah, and overall, like making that aggressive move sometimes up top, you have to catch these stuns, especially on the Tusk as well too, because you have to watch out for some type of snowball save into that time lapse as well too. So if you do that type of play, you kind of have to land like this double shackle that he did, or control the Tusk during it. So far, Chira, even with the rotation, he didn't get any damage onto his mid tower, because I've seen a few times when Malreen's playing versus these heroes that leave the mid lane, he'll kill the mid tower by 10 minutes on the bat. This tower is almost full HP mid.
Oh, hold on.
To travel with the cliff.
That's a very nice aggressive move there from Falcons, getting in under the tower. I mean, Munkushi will be able to turn the balance. I mean, they didn't quite kill him. In fact, with the backup coming in, he's going to get away. He's going to get out to the trees, get away from this. Backups come in. I mean, Skeeter's also turned up. Falcons desperately trying to find a kill out this, but 1W, they've got the numbers. Crit coming in, looking towards respect. They'll have to probably just settle for the clockwork. The life drain's coming in, though. Swedish Strong trying to keep his clock alive. He'll self-decrepify himself to try and retreat also, but with the 4 heroes from Falcons, they will finally get the 2 support kills that they were looking for.
But Munkushi gets out.
He does. What an escape.
What was it, the cog that kind of like pushed them back for a second? Little mini shackle that just stops them? Done. They do lose their supports for it and might end up losing this tower, but a nice move to at least protect the Monkey King to get that farm going. And on the meanwhile, Cloud up top, 2 points toward that Aghanim is already finished up after what started like a rough lane. Stuff. He has to be, I'm gonna say quite a bit this game. He has to be a little careful with his roar usage, just because of the snowball that's gonna be coming into play throughout the majority of this game.
Check this move again. Good aggression, of course, using that fortification to make sure that the creep stays alive, allowing Malorine to TP in.
Malorine got greedy and didn't use Lasso. That was actually a
and that SGA had it.
I thought he didn't skill it at first, but I checked always hit play.
Back in the river, back in the live action there. Chira Jr. gets caught. Maybe respect as well. Have they got any catch for him? No, not quite. He'll manage to live.
Well, now because he didn't use the Lasso bottom, it was up in mid, and they're going to be able to get the kill out of that one. So
indeed. Malorine, he was planning for the feud.
Something like that.
Yeah, 0-1 for him now.
Very cool to see that he's gone just immediately boots of travel. Just really wants to play active on the map.
I mean, they're so active, right? You got bots on the Batrider, you got Skeeter playing as Weaver. These 2 cores, they're not going to be missing out on any of the action that Falcons look to bring.
No, and if you do see Munkushi's going for Battle Fury as well, too, that's going to be let's go time, right? We're going to play super aggressive because it's hard to get involved as much with the Battle Fury compared to anything like a Gleipnir, obviously. So could definitely look to take advantage of the fact that he is going very, very greedy on this.
Just really trusting in the rest of his teammates to be able to match the action that Falcons bring, giving him the space to excel with that AFK farming with the Battle Fury.
I'm surprised Amar is actually able to stand down bottom here. They're giving, I mean, Respect is giving him quite a bit of respect that he's got backup, and yeah, Skeeter, he's making the move down now. That's why he's playing so aggressive forward there. He knows he's got backup.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Skeeter can find. I mean, he can start to... He's around with the Monkey King here.
Quite a bit of damage.
It's a lot. Skeeter going pretty deep for this, right up to the tier 2. They're going to settle with the X-Mark combo on a Respect. Respect's able to get the cogs down. If he can get out of this, caught by the torrent and the shards, he'll have to hook shot over towards Munkushi. Marine's waiting
Got
to
the
dive to
lasso.
tier 2. He goes in with the lasso, catches Munkushi. They bring down the Monkey King. Jackal shot and a power shot's going to be completely off the mark as Falcons, they get in, get the kill, and get out with no casualties on their side.
I bet during this downtime, Chira Jr. is being a little sad that he has Focus Fire and not Whirlwind. I have to be honest, though. You definitely want to be able to try to keep this farm going up. So I'm definitely going to be trying to keep tabs of that one. So I haven't seen Focus Fire really at all tournament. It's a lot weaker to be able to do that spread damage and join inside these fights earlier. And right now, starting to accelerate a bit here for Falcons.
Absolutely big stuff here, taking the tier 1 bottom. Almar able to use the X mark to allow Skeeter to get that quick reset back to base and get straight back out on the map. That's the blade mail done for Almar.
I mean, Cloud's going to have his Aghanims pretty soon, but I feel like they're going to have to play around him very nicely just to be able to make some good moves, because the rest of them are falling. They're starting to become pretty weak because of this Battle Fury build, too. Him getting involved is going to be dangerous. Because on top of not having extra disables with the Gleipnir, you're more fragile. Battle Fury doesn't give stats. Stop.
They'll drop a hook shot in a roar.
Dive to the ward. It should be able to just eat tower with the blasts.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Big stacks though here.
Dire's
That Amar's able to start dealing with.
And he is, I mean, at the moment, is queuing up the Aghanims. We've been seeing people kind of straying away from it a little bit, especially as that second item. More so seeing the pipe, so if Amar can go for it being this greedy, be it. 3K lead now for Falcons.
Is under attack.
And that lead's only going to continue until
Shira.
over in the river. They've got the setup.
Maureen's got the blink and the bots. He's going to be everywhere, and they always have... They have kill threat on pretty much anybody they go on. Worries coming in for 1W. Next few moments. They have to be prepared, and they have to have the Beastmaster
Skeeter.
in most of these fights. And Munkushi...
He's found Munkushi. I mean, one more Shikuchi. He's going to be in for this one. The cog.
Oh!
Oh, they're going to hold him back, but the right click's there. Skeeter had the range to take the kill. Time lapses out of the cogs. He's perfectly fine.
Radiant's
It could be a painful game for the Monkey King, for
Feels like it's starting
Munkushi.
to be, yeah, very quickly here. Pace of the game is starting to accelerate, and he does not have space to farm a Battle Fury. I'm definitely, I think, too greedy in this current meta.
I mean, just the item in general.
The item.
At this international, how many wins have there been with the Battle Fury carry?
I don't know how to do that. I'm not smart enough to find those
But I feel
stats,
like
but someone can give it to us.
But do you recall watching any games where someone won with the Battle Fury? I remember a game where the PA tried to build one. It went horribly wrong.
Yeah, I mean, who builds Battle Fury nowadays? It's PA and Ursa, and I guess Monkey King in this game, but in not many. There's not really many of those melee carries. And if they are melee carries, they're still going Gleipnir, it feels like. So, yeah, we'll see if that pays off. 5K lead. Maureen's got Lasso again. He used Lasso under Arcane.
They're just charging at them.
So it's up again. Cloud.
Ooh,
Let's get the roar off.
He does indeed. And the snowball's going to be there, though, allowing them to continue to stay on top of Cloud. They're in with a punch. Sweden Strong's going to try his best to help fight back. They're able to bring down Malrine.
Big damage from Cloud.
Across them, giving the run buff for Mar, keeping them strong against Cloud, but not strong enough to keep snaking alive as they're taken out too. This move from Falcons going horribly wrong as 1W, able to turn up and hold the fight. And I think it was sort of the attempt at the initiation from Marin, and what he immediately gets landed upon by a Hawk. Right?
Yep. That was, I mean, I don't think they respected Cloud having this Axe time.
No.
Just able to stand and pretty much withstand everything that's coming in. They've got the Pugna heal too. Very cool stuff. Respect.
He's got anywhere to play as well. He has got a hook shot if he can find the angle.
Creep wave he does, but they're kind of blocking him.
He's going to try. Oh, nice effort. Did make the connection, but was already dead before his body could get pulled over to the creep.
So that's cool. I didn't know that I didn't know that's how it worked, though. The stun connects, but if your body doesn't connect, the damage doesn't connect from the clock. Very random little mechanic. All right. Well, 1W, they get a bit of signs of life, that's for sure, at least from the Beastmaster. But yeah, the concern still is there for me for the Monkey King. Of how much is he going to be able to do, and is he actually going to be able to get the time to be able to farm? I know T, especially on the panel, was saying a lot of ifs. If they can get to these items, if they can make it to those later stages, then perhaps, but see if they can't delay enough for this Monkey.
The Battle Fury's nearly there, right?
Nearly.
He's got it.
Got it.
Okay, Battle Fury online.
All right.
Here we go. Let's see if that 4K gold lead that Falcons has right now starts to dwindle a little bit. It's Falcons. Ready to keep the pressure on down bottom here around the tier 2. 1W, they're setting up the smokes there from Chira Jr., Cloud, and Sweden Strong. They're happy to look for a fight.
This is definitely how they need to be doing these type of approaches. Just bring the Beastmaster. He is, I mean, he's probably one of, if not the strongest hero on the map currently at the moment. So enable Cloud. Skeeter Gleipnir is already finished up though, so never mind. He's probably, him and Cloud are probably the two strongest on the map at the moment. Boat gets casted early.
It's just a precaution, right? Maybe someone's going to be coming through the twin gate. You never know. Amar just kind of, you know, keeping things
Radiant's top
secure.
tower is under attack.
It's a low cooldown.
I mean, yeah,
Sometimes a boat's got,
relatively.
yeah, a boat's got a boat, you know.
Radiant are
Little
scanning.
juke play from 1W, of course, dodging it out, making them think they're going through.
Dire's middle tower is under
Malrine,
attack.
the
Radiant's top
arsonist,
tower is
building up
under
on the tower.
Radiant's
Another
top
one.
tower has
Good one's
fallen.
taken. They have potential to just go for Roshan if they'd like to, but maybe they want to find a kill first out of the lasso, because they do kill it very fast on the side of Falcons. Definitely not the easiest, I would say, for 1W to contest that up there at the moment.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
See what they want to go for next.
Yeah.
Tier 1's taken. We've got their options open here, Falcons.
They've got a ward here up on the high ground. If they can catch Skeeter here, it would be huge.
Oh, he's going to get the jump, though. Ooh, power shot. Now Skeeter's going to know that they're onto him, so
Too elusive.
unlikely that they're able to do anything more with this. Skeeter's out.
Might need a blink on Cloud. I mean, he's got BKB pretty soon, but I think they need that extra form of catch for this Weaver.
I mean, he's farming pretty quickly.
He is.
And
Cloud's still
as
good.
long as, you know, Falcons start to slow things down and don't go running for tier 2s, that 1W probably will have the time to get kind of that BKB blink done on the Beastmaster. And at this pace as well, also very likely to have that BKB very soon for Munkushi's. Getting a lot of space with the Battle Fury.
Can they contest this first Roche, though? That's going to be the question, because it does feel like... I mean, I would imagine it's time for Falcons pretty soon to look for it, but Amar wants a kill. Won't be able to find it. He's got an Ags, though, so for that next fight, a lot stronger in terms of offensive capabilities. But yeah, not going for that Roche. They're giving the respect, at least for the moment still.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now they will. Now the whole team's coming up, so... Can't contest this one on 1W. You've got to sack it.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any signs of them heading over. They just want to maximize the efficiency whilst they have their half of the map to themselves.
Yep.
They have to let Falcons get this. Problem is that Falcons probably going to go for some pretty heavy push off the back of having the Aegis. They're going to be very hungry for a fight, knowing how strong they are with this lead, Falcons.
And they've got this very easy form of initiation to catch pretty much any target they choose if they see them. You know, Malrine with this Blink Lasso. A lot easier for them to start the fight on comparison to the side of 1W. Has to kind of play around a ward until they have the Blink on Cloud to get a Blink Roar. Shira Jr. does have Gleipnir finished, but remember, just got to keep reiterating, he's got Focus Fire, not the Whirlwind, so one target can get taken down, but...
Falcons. The smoke's there. They're charging straight down the bottom lane. 1W. Will they choose to try and tackle a fight around the tier 2 or just let it go?
I think Munkushi needs BKB to be able to fight.
Radiant's bottom
Beastmaster's got
tower
his,
is
so
under
maybe he
attack.
can look to get involved. Smoke coming out. Amar scouts it.
This is very difficult for 1W to try and enter into.
Dire
Falcons, they have the
scanning.
favorable position on the high ground.
Munkushi has to join the fight very late, or he just dies because no BKB. So let's see what angle that they can get with the Roar.
1W, they really want to try and do this, but it's risky.
Which
Radiant's
target do you
bottom
go for? Because there's a lot of saves. There's cookies, there's force staffs, there's snowballs.
And now fighting into this part below the lane is very tricky. They're going to know for sure that Falcons have this vision set up. They don't want to try and fight into
They're
this.
cutting the
1W.
wave. They blasted in the wave out, so there's no extra creep wave that Falcons has to push forward here. They'll finish the tower in time.
Has fallen.
And yeah, they'll back away. Munkushi probably saying, guys, I'm getting pretty close to BKB.
Radiant are scanning.
Wait till we have that before we take a head-on fight. Especially into Aegis.
1W will make the move all the way over to be able to
Sneaky.
take away a Wisdom Rune from Falcons, so a little bit of something found with that.
That's pretty nice, right? They get the double wisdom, some good experience, and they'll be able to claim their own Tormentor. Nice move when you're playing against that Aegis and don't want to take a fight. $700 until the BKB on Munkushi.
With these group moves that Falcons are making, and Munkushi getting a bit of time to hit creeps, he will begin to catch up.
He will.
Still needs a fair bit more time.
Yep.
Well, Skeeter still having quite the lead this game on his Weaver.
And I'm wondering like how effective a Battle Fury is in comparison to Gleipnir too, because just in these team fights, having extra lockdown and all this versus Weaver when your lineup is lackluster in lockdown. I don't know, man. We'll have to see.
Skeeter.
Poke
Starting to get some sort of reaction. It's going to allow them to have the vision to set up for the combo onto Sweden Strong. The Pugner caught in the combo. Lasso dropped down on the Cloud. He's going to have to get the BKB off. Tried to stand with the Raw, but he gets interrupted here by the puncher. Trying to find the Raw onto Malrine. They lay down the Wukong's command. They've killed off the bat, and Cloud, he survives. Hook shot over to the side. They're going to see if they can turn this into more 1W. They've got the control on the bar. Shackle out onto the two of them. Because they've still got the numbers, and 1W, they don't quite have the damage to push on for those kills. Now Falcons, they can maybe get more themselves. They look for the setup on the Respect. They catch him in the torrent. Snowball over towards Chira Jr. as they take out Respect on the Clockwork.
She's got BKB.
He's getting turned upon, but Chira Jr. will go down. Buyback comes out now from Respect. 1W trying to find more from this Skeeter, getting incredibly low, but even if they take him out, he of course still has that Aegis. The cookie heal's there though, and Skeeter, he's not even going to lose that. Keeps the Aegis safe, gets out of there. Crit, he'll get caught in the trees though. Munkushi jumps forward, boundless strike, puts a stop to Crit's escape.
Okay, alrighty. Nice moves forward. It does, Respect does use a buyback, and it is a pretty deep dive that's coming out from Falcons, but they keep Cloud alive during all of it. Little Pavis thrown onto him, I think, at the last minute, gives him that extra bit of barrier. Good fights. And now Munkushi, he's got the BKB, so he can start getting involved.
I mean, we'll see this again. It was a pretty aggressive move from Falcons with this Aegis.
But he's able to get the BKB up before the whole chain stun kind of comes into play, so very nicely done to keep that Beastmaster alive as long as possible.
Cloud, indeed, as you say, getting his spells off, able to survive.
I think he had a, what was it, like a 20 stick or something, it looked like, at least, plus maybe something else. Something healed him quite a lot, right, when he popped that BKB, so. Oh, Cloud.
Gonna have to roar and run away from Skeeter. Should do it, unless Falcons want to try and go for another tier 2 dive. Skeeter in the same position as he was before, but not going to look to get in under the tower this time round. So 1W, they'll stay safe, and as indeed the moments continue. Now, Munkushi on that Monkey King, the net worth is rising. The gap between him and Skeeter slowly start to close.
And the one cool thing about Battle Fury in comparison to something like Gleipnir, it's just straight physical damage, right? So you get that 65 rather than, what, 30, I believe, that Gleipnir gives. So, yeah, with the damage that progresses when he's got Jingu stacks and all, with the boundless, it's quite a bit of damage. So.
Yeah. And we're seeing a few times now, with the farm that Cloud's got on the Beastmaster and the fact that he is having a good game, and Skeeter's not really able to go for him in these solo kill potentials. He doesn't at the moment have the damage to take down this Beastmaster. Cloud, as you say, progressing with the items, Blink Online.
Another beautiful shackle.
And with the damage coming in with the backup of Munkushi, that's Malrine gone. Jump forward as well. They can try and chase for crit. I mean, Snake King and Skeeter have turned up to try and fight back. They'll look over towards Munkushi, got his the BKB, and now Snake King's kind of trapped in with him. He turns up to Jingu. He's able to break the distance between the two of them. They've lost their Wind Ranger, and Munkushi this time will fall. Skeeter able to chase him out, and the final bit of damage coming in from crit. Amar turns, cuts down Sweden Strong. Cloud, he has to go for the BKB TP. They got the physical to kill him off. They don't. Cloud, he'll live. But 1W, a painful couple of losses, few losses in that team fight there, specifically that of Chira Jr. and Munkushi both going down. This time Falcons, they get the big kills.
This time they strike back. I think they got a little overzealous. They get the kill on the bat and they're like, oh, we can get more out of this. But nope, all the Falcons turns up, they bring the numbers, they get the wraparound. So a nice attempt there from 1W, but yeah, maybe just a little bit too excited after they get that first one. Cloud wasn't there until pretty much the end of the fight, too. They do need this Beastmaster if they want to keep going for some of those.
Malrine.
Cloud has fallen.
If you could close the gap there on Cloud, but Cloud, he's out.
Pipes finished up now for Amar. So on top of that, Aghanims, now he's got that extra survivability for his team to be able to go for those crazy type of dive plays. And the lead has, I mean, just after that one fight, it did swing pretty big. It stopped at, what, 3K for a second, up to 7. They've all finished up a full secondary set of items. And Shira, almost having BKB. He really needs it because it feels like he's just a free kill if they lasso him.
Oh, talking about a free kill. He has been found in respect. He's going to try and help out. Comes in with the cogs, but there's no saving the Wind Ranger. Chira Jr. dead again.
He's just too susceptible to this magical burst. If he gets caught in any type of them, he's just dead. They will have the follow-up. 5 times now they've been able to find this Wind Ranger. He's found some good shackles, but they've been able to find the better grabs to be able to finish him off. And they have this ward bottom. They saw Cloud, I believe, for a second, but he's able to at least get to high ground.
Gleipnir setup. Diving the tier 3, maybe a bit too risky, and indeed, especially with the backup of Strong. They'll
trying to
throw
pop
some
BKB.
kisses, though. And yep, Cloud feels pressure to put the BKB with the kisses coming in from Crit, so he has to BKB and walk it off.
That's a pretty smart usage there of the kisses. Now they're kind of trapped in their base. No BKB up on their strongest hero. And they're kind of trapped. All the lanes are shoved in onto their side, too. How can 1W get out on the map now? Things are more and more complicated. Just a quick matter of seconds there.
Falcons, they're going to be very close to having the strength to approach the high ground with the auras coming online. You know, the pipe's already done on Amar, and he's well on the way towards the Crimson.
And Skeeter just, I mean, I swear he was like 14,000 net worth about 4 minutes ago or something. I think he's farmed like 4,000 gold in 4 minutes or less. He's got a full BKB on. Full BKB, and he finds the Vindicator's Axe, which is probably the best neutral item you can get versus a Beastmaster Monkey King Wind Ranger lineup. They stun him, he's going to have plus 20 armor. And he's got the amp damage in the bottle for the next potential push. And 1W stuck in their base. Chira needs to find space to be able to finish his BKB.
Falcons, they can take their time. They can look for Roshan.
Yep. They've got, what, 75+% map control now at the moment. And Roche is back up. Chira still doesn't have the BKB, so fighting into that Roche area, it would just be suicide for the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, I don't think they can contest this.
Nope.
If Falcons get themselves in position to take down Roche, they'll do it at a speed that 1W won't even have the choice to get over there in time.
Man, the first 20 to 25 minutes or so was kind of close in that front. Like Falcons having a lead, but just one fight really exploded everything. This deficit is enormous now. Like you said, full sets of items, almost 2 full items on each core. Amar with the Crimson and a pipe.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Progression for 1W, it's completely stopped. Cloud's got a plate mail, but ways away from a Shiva's guard. Chira. They see him again. This is right before the BKB.
I mean, it's just sort of the kisses alone here from Chris. So much damage. The life drain will come in to survive. Keep him alive, but the lasso's going to be there as they tear to the side. Munkushi, bring him away from the rest of his team. He's going to go for the BKB TP out. That will save him, but of course, in the midst of it all, Chira Jr. still goes down. Strong into the trees, tries for a TP out. They've got the X mark in time. Beautiful catch there from Amar. I believe the vision was given to him by the player there from Snaking. And that means still, they're getting the kill. Sure, they're not killing the Monkey King, but we're seeing 1W having to use the BKBs on their cores just to escape.
It's high ground
at this
time.
point, indeed, when the push comes through, what do 1W do?
I don't know how they defend these Raxes. I mean, they've got the glyph at the least, but look at Amar. He's already planting the flag, going past the towers. Level 20 hit on top of all these auras. No BKB on Wind Ranger. I don't know if he's even going to get to finish it before this one looks to close out, but Falcons, it looks like they have. They've done at least the majority of it to take this game.
Yeah, they can take a lot in. There's no real reason for them to.
I think they can stay.
Need to back off anytime soon with the strength that they have.
Yep.
Everything. So another set here. They've got everyone back up 1W.
I'm watching you, Amar. Be careful what you're drawing with that X.
Wait, what was he drawing?
I don't know, but
I
was a little worried for a second. Catapult wave. And yeah, Wind Ranger has to sell an item to finish the BKB, and this is potentially the last hurrah. See what they can get. Long wraparound.
I mean, I guess you got to go on Snaking, right?
Have to stop him from Snowball.
Exactly. The Snowball's just going to save anyone else.
But the boat and the Crimson and the pipe, I mean, at this point.
Oh,
that's not one way to do it.
Oh, no. Well, let's pretend we didn't hear that hook shot. It never happened. But that was not the way to try and start the final fight potentially of the game. Never mind, they still have a chance here with the Wukong's command laid down. No, they don't. He got pushed out of it. So the Wukong's command gets put to a stop. They've got the shackle on a Snake King. He's pretty tanky.
They're taking 0 damage.
Being kicked out by Amar. I mean, they're just not doing anything at all.
They're not doing anything.
They've just got to run. They're getting picked apart one by one. It's all too much here for 1W at this point. Falcons, they'll kill off the 4 of them. Respect the last one left alive.
GG.
He'll live alive long enough to call GG. This one's over. Falcons taking game 1, Vogt.
Yeah, like I said, first 20-25 minutes was pretty decent, I would say. I mean, they went for focus fire on the Wind Ranger, which I think also slows down his momentum and his growth overall. You could see that Chira's farm was pretty stagnated, I feel like, and he was desperate to find kills to be able to get that farm going, which he did get some cool shackles, but this game exploded very quick.